Why is life so hard? Everyone has their own life's journey and their own struggles and their own trauma. And in my life, it's been the loss of loved ones back to back to back. If you guys been following me for a while, you know that I first lost my mother, shortly after my grandmother, then my father. Last year, my brother passed, so that was my entire immediate family. And then a few weeks ago, we just lost my mother-in-law. So it's been a struggle. And on top of that, my oldest just moved out to go to college in another state. In the meantime, as mothers, as homeschoolers, we try to keep everything together and as normal as possible for our children. But it's a struggle. It's hard to do that. But in today's video, I am gonna take you in a day in the life. Might have a couple of other clips sprinkled in, because knowing now how short and unpredictable life is, regardless of how I feel on a day-to-day basis, I truly want to enjoy the time with those people that I care about. But I still have to keep moving because life goes on and the rest of the world doesn't care what we're going through. I still have to prepare my kids for their, with their education. I still have to teach at my homeschool co-op because I've committed to it and it brings me joy. I still have to keep my house clean. There's stuff that has to keep going. So I hope that in this video, it's not meant to be a sad video. It's for those of you who have had life been a little bit too hard. I want to give you encouragement. I want to read some Bible verses as I clean the house. Tomorrow I'm hosting a celebration of life for my mother-in-law. So today I'm going to be tidying up the house. I also promised my daughter we do school at the park, and she has a play date coming over later. So I know it sounds like a lot, but I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, and so can you. So let's get into today and let's just see what can get done. I also owe you guys an update on how homeschooling is doing in general, as we are adjusting very slowly. But I will save that for another face-to-face video. In order to have a good homeschool experience, there has to be some fun stuff thrown in. And I don't know about you guys, I used to be very creative when my kids were little, but now they're in 9th and 5th grade, and I just lost all my creativity. I'm a college student now, and with all this ChatGPT and stuff getting ideas for me, I'm just my brain has been a little bit fried lately. But I want to do with you guys a lesson in the Good and the Beautiful Science unit, the Kingdom and Classifications unit, because it's still an open to go curriculum. It's very hands-on, and this lesson seems like it's going to be pretty cool. So I want to bring you over and have my kids do that with you guys. So let's go. Sometimes even the simplest parts of our day, breakfast, homeschooling, feel heavy when we're carrying trials. But God reminds us He's right there at the table with us, strengthening us for each moment. Psalm 73:26. Life doesn't pause for our struggles. We still pour the cereal, teach the lessons, but in those quiet moments, God whispers, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12:9. This part of the video is in partnership with Form Curriculum. Form Curriculum is a PE and health program that comes from a biblical perspective. So whether you have a high schooler that needs a PE program, or you want to incorporate health and PE to your elementary and middle school students, this program has it all just for you. So let me show you what it is. In the middle of the day, it was time for us to get our bodies moving and do some PE. We started using the Form Curriculum, which is a turnkey health and PE program that teaches kids the basics of moving well, fueling well, and resting well without reinventing the wheel. The lessons are short, about 10 to 15 minutes once a week, and then we actually get to get up and do it together. It's built from a biblical worldview, and it uses engaging animated lessons, movement videos, and even auto-graded checks so I can see progress. So when we decided to use Form curriculum was because I was looking for something that wasn't textbook that just talked about health while we sat still. I wanted movement plus heart plus habits. FORM stands for Functional Fitness, Optimal Nourishment, Rest and Recovery, and Multiplied Maintenance. Basically how God designed our bodies and how to live that out over a lifetime. Each week there's a 10 to 15 minute online teaching, and then we apply it. Movement videos, quick activities, and a simple check-in. I like that the assessments can be auto-graded, and there are teaching devotional guides for me. It's biblically based, so I'm not constantly filtering content. It's turnkey and accessible on laptop, tablet, or phone, so we can do a lesson at home or at co-op or anywhere, even if we're on the go visiting my daughter at her college. My daughter and I both had a lot of fun doing this PE program together, got my body moving and even sore the next day. I definitely recommend it, and I will leave the link in the description for you guys below. All right, guys, so I used to put my science words up on the wall. And now I have a whole bunch of blue tacky on the wall that won't come off. So I discovered these little trifold boards from Amazon. They're like half the size of a big one. And so I decided to make like a vocabulary board and put on here. So we have all of our vocabulary words on here. And then when it comes time for my daughter to learn a new word, she can go ahead and read it from here. So I'm gonna bring this over to the kitchen because we're gonna do science in the kitchen today. It's easier to do it there. I do have a little bit of clutter, but that's like an everyday thing when you're homeschooling. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know it was kind of like all over the place. I just wanted to give you a quick day in the life and kind of update you guys. I will do another update on how our actual homeschool is going, how high school is going, and all of that good stuff. So I want to thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.